Of April, as Arvind Kejriwal, as the Chief Minister, is going to be in prison, who will then manage the governance of Delhi specifically? BJP has slammed Kejriwal's wife, Sunita Kejriwal, saying this appears to be another Rabri Devi in making, referring to how Rabri Devi handled the Bihar administration when Lalu Prasad Yadav was sent to jail. But all eyes will now be on Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena, because he then has the powers to allow further of how the government is run. Now, as per the jail manual, according to our reports, there is no facility to create a Chief Minister's office in jail from where the government can run. But Lieutenant Governor has the power to decide if arrangements can be made inside the prison for this. For every action, however, that the Lieutenant Governor will propose, there will have to be a court approval that will be needed for this, and that means there's a long procedure. Now, remember, the rules for now say that Chief Minister cannot summon a cabinet meeting in jail, but also there's no specific law that says the Chief Minister cannot function at all. Lastly, there is no provision, no permission that can be given to sign official papers inside the jail. It's the Tihar prison, remember, unlike the ED locker.
Said that Vijayanagara, one of the accused, never reported to him. He reported to Atishi and Saurabh.
So no, वो तो ठीक है, नहीं वो तो राबड़ी देवी जी तैयार हो रही हैं। वो तो मैं तीन चार बार कह चुका हूँ पिछले एक हफ्ते 10 दिन में कि अब वो राबड़ी देवी जी आगे आएंगी, समझे ना? मेरा मतलब है मैडम सुनीता केजरीवाल आगे आएंगी, और इसको सिर्फ एक को नहीं, आप जो इसके बारे में बताओ, मुझे तो लग रहा है कि उनके सारे ही जो मंत्री थे, सारे उनके जो आम आदमी पार्टी के बड़े-बड़े नेता हैं.
This, remember, is the biggest issue. It's not only about Arvind Kejriwal, who has been arrested on charges of money laundering and is lodged in the Tihar prison. The bigger question is, what happens to the Delhi government led by Aam Aadmi Party and Aam Aadmi Party's political future with Lok Sabha elections and then Delhi elections? So let's bring in, for some perspective, Ashutosh Mishra, who's right now right outside the Aam Aadmi Party office. Ashutosh, you tell me, what are you hearing? Because when I spoke to Somnath Bharti yesterday, the Aam Aadmi Party MLA, he said there is no law, nothing official that can stop Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal to function from inside the prison. But is it really going to be that easy? What do you hear? What are the options with the Aam Aadmi Party?
For the clear perspective, Pooja, let's turn the pages and let's go to Maharashtra. Nawab Malik was Home Minister. He was arrested by a central agency. But before the arrested, he was made to resign. And usually such happens in politics or the political parties to avoid any sort of embarrassment that look how your powerful leader who holds a crucial portfolio has been arrested. But in case of Arvind Kejriwal, the Aam Aadmi Party, they're not the traditional player, a very new player in the Indian politics, have been playing a guerrilla style of political warfare. So clearly in that case, Aam Aadmi Party never felt that it could be an embarrassment, because they have been saying whatever cases against her have been politically motivated and they are being targeted. So clearly with the going same sympathy, Arvind Kejriwal thought to not to resign. Now comes the clear question. Remember, when he resigned after 49 days of government, there was anger that he faced, and he has been doing survey, even seeking apologies during 2015 campaigns, that please forgive me, I left the government, I resigned, but that's one decision I take, that I will never resign. So that one. Similarly, recently, few weeks ago, Aam Aadmi Party started campaigning that if Arvind Kejriwal arrested, should he resign or not. That was one such campaign to take even the people of Delhi into confidence. Now, whether that will be supportive or not will be reflected in the voting for the general elections. Of course, Delhi will be polling for the very last phase. Coming to the very important question that you ask about the governance, as we discussed, Chief Minister has no portfolio. He can designate the power to hold cabinet meetings to one of such minister. Now, who's the Chief Minister? A Chief Minister is nothing but a minister first in the ranking amongst the Council of Ministers. He can designate that power. He has been allowed to take video calls once a week and twice a week. That can be done holding a cabinet meeting or meeting the Council of Ministers, or even if he wants to have a virtual meeting with the Lieutenant Governor, because that permission has been given. He will be meeting his private secretary, who is an official private secretary, that is Vibhav Kumar. Now, through him, he can send verbal orders to the Council of Ministers. Remember, there are many names that have been asked by the Tihar authorities for the Chief Minister, and so far he has given only 6 names. Coming to the political expansion of the party, Sandeep Pathak, one of the crucial names, who will be also meeting Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal inside the jail, where he will get the verbal orders, directives for the party, for the contesting, for having any sort of coordination required with the India bloc leaders, party leader, different state units. Very importantly, Aam Aadmi Party is contesting on 22 seats all over the country in 4-5 states. So this election may not be as significant for the Aam Aadmi because as far as Punjab is concerned, they have their whole leadership, Bhagwant Mann, as a secondary phase.
Yes.
So for campaigning, Bhagwant Mann will be larger phase. Sandeep Pathak will be running the organization campaign. Atishi and Saurabh, you're already seeing not on back foot. The entire Aam Aadmi Party had decided not to be on the back foot, but rather praying on front foot, and that too very aggressively. But there are technicalities, there are certain issues, but at large, if you see the picture, for now it is not very difficult for Arvind Kejriwal to run the government, as he need to only pass the verbal orders to the Council of Ministers.
Ashutosh, what you're saying is very interesting. He has a strategy in place, but the fact remains it will not be as easy because many of the decisions may have to be taken by themselves with limited phone calls available with Arvind Kejriwal.